177 that provides for 2/3 gender principle in the counties. This effectively contravenes the basic principle of inclusivity that stands in perpetuity as enshrined in the Bill of Rights in Article 27(8). The BBI further proposes to infuse partisanship into the IEBC, negating the principle of its independence. We wish to state that elections are about people and political parties. The IEBC must be free from any political interference to manifest the will of the people in electoral processes. It is also disconcerting that the BBI proposes to create the Office of Judiciary Ombudsman. We see this as an attempt to taking away the independence of judiciary. We interpret the proposals at the BBI as seeking to give inordinate power to political party leadership so that they can exercise control over MPs and the legislature as a whole. In conclusion, we wish to state that for the women of Kenya, constitutional gains have been a 30-year journey to date. As women leaders, we will not allow for the erosion of work-won women's rights on our watch. We wish to single out those women leaders led by Commissioner Priscilla Nyokavi of the National Gender and Equality Commission, GEC, who are going round the country lying to women that the BBI contains gains for women. We want to condemn the voices that are closing this process to discussion and further conversations and amendments, as this may leave us with no option but to reject BBI. Those rejecting discussion and consensus rejecting discussion and consensus building are proponents of us versus them and will plunge this country into unnecessary tension. We are therefore committing ourselves as women to mobilize Kenyans, and especially women, to reject BBI in total.
Thank you. We'll hear Kiswahili.
Chairperson of Inua Mama Jenga Taifa, I want to just capture what my colleagues have said, and I want to start from where Ses has left. The premises upon which any constitution-making process engages a sector is from the point they were at. That if you had secured some gains, you are either going to engage to expand, promote, or increase those gains. In this particular BBI, the women of the Republic of Kenya are losing. At no time did the 47 women, and majority of the members in this table are from the 47 women reps. At no time did they send a memorandum or call a press conference or engage the BBI team with the request that they remove 47 seats and purportedly transfer them to the Senate. In the National Assembly, you are talking about resources and budget for the entire nation. And the 47 women have already prepared for the next re-election, for general election. For you in the BBI to suggest that those seats will be removed, it means you are throwing a big stone against the possibility of these women being elected. And obviously, therefore, you are leaving them with no alternative than to say no, because this is a gain they had. They have worked since 2017 when they were elected, and now you are saying the seat is not there. The second point I want to discuss is the independence of the judiciary. And my colleagues here have said that the independence of the judiciary appears to be affronted by the BBI, because even today, when you look at 41 judges who have been processed and vetted by the JSC, to date, they have not been appointed because there is one person who has decided they will not be appointed. When the Naivasha team went to look at the BBI, we had expected the women members of parliament that were there will be able to raise the issues we have raised here. We have engaged with some of them, and they have clearly told us they did not agree with the BBI, the way it is written, in so long as women seats are being affected. Secondly, it is important for His Excellency the President, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, come out clear to the nation, to the women of Kenya, and clearly clarifies how many seats are there in the National Assembly, like the way we know we have 360 seats. Considering that today, those who have been elected from the single-member constituency seats is only 23. We want this team to tell Kenyans how many seats are there for women. This issue of there are 70 seats that are not supported by any provision that they will go to women. It's not acceptable to the women of this country. And we seated here, we are willing and ready to engage. The people rejecting consensus at this stage means that they can see themselves in some of those positions. And you know what? The women don't see themselves anywhere in that document. And therefore, we are saying we are not willing to board. We shall not board on this BBI unless provisions clear, guaranteeing and securing the position and space of women is included in the BBI. I think I want to add there, but also say that there is serious concern that even the youth of this country, and I like the position of the Senator Senator Zawadi, that you are clumping, you are putting together women in one basket, women, youth, and persons with disability. We are not interested in that package. We want the persons with disability to be handled and given their own space because it's their right in the Constitution. We want the youth to be given their own independent space. And we want women, because we have fought. These things were not given by anybody. And women are now 52%. Yes. When did it reach that we are being treated in this particular century as second class citizens? No women, no BBI. No women, no BBI. Yeah.
Propaganda machine that they are rolling out, lying to the women of Kenya that there is gains for women in BBI is unacceptable. It is shocking that the top leaders in this country can stand on a podium and lie to Kenyans. The facts are very clear. Those who helped develop the BBI report obviously did not undertake a literature review of facts that are within out there in the open space. We all know that no less than 5 court orders have declared that Parliament and the Cabinet is unconstitutional for lack of meeting the 2/3 gender principle. Those pronouncements have been made, and currently Parliament is standing facing dissolution. Now BBI is actually coming to brazen that illegality that has been pronounced by our courts. And BBI further goes on to attempt to pigeonhole women and say we are putting more women in Senate. The National Assembly is the primary legislative organ for oversight, for budget making, and for appointments. We need the voices of women, not only in the National Assembly, within the 1/3 gender principle, but also we need women in Senate, we need women as cabinet secretaries, we need women as PSS, we need women as ambassadors, we need as in state corporations as directors and chairpersons, and we need women's voices in every space. That is what true equality is. Women must be on the decision-making table across the board. So the proponents of BBI should stop misleading Kenyans and pretending to us. And I want to call out my own women colleagues who have taken it upon themselves to lie to the women of Kenya, led by Priscilla Nyokabi, Commissioner for the National Gender and Equality Commission. In fact, we shall be mobilizing the women to have her impeached for having gone against her constitutional mandate.